Hello, I'm Miss Williston, and today we're going to be talking about adding and subtracting integers. Now, your student should already have a prior knowledge about what integers are. For a quick review, an integer is any whole number, including 0, that goes all the way in the positive direction into infinity, or 0, and any number into infinity in the negative direction. They should also be fully aware of what parentheses are, or brackets. So in our case, brackets usually occur around a number like this. So where we have a minus sign here and then a negative sign here, we use brackets to break up the equation so we don't get confused. So we're going to move right into the game. Alright, so today we're learning how to add and subtract positive and negative numbers or integers. So I tried a few things and I came up with this game and it made it a lot easier for my students, and so I thought I would share it with all of you. So for a quick little review on how to play, so I told my students that this first number, will tell us where to start. The sign in the middle will tell us the direction that we're going to go in. And the final number over here, whether it be positive or negative, will show us how he walks. So you'll see what I mean by that in a few moments. Alright, so here I should explain that while I have this number line drawn out on a whiteboard, in the classroom I actually had a physical number line laid out on the floor, and I got the students to get up and actually move kinesthetically so it might reach some more learners rather than just writing it on the board and having them watch. So, unfortunately for the purposes of this video, I have two stickman drawings which will be representing our walkers. So I'm going to put them right there. And as you can see, they are facing different directions. Now, as I said before, this number indicates our start number, so where either of these stickmen are going to start. This next one shows us which direction they're facing. So here it says that they're pointing toward the negative side. So if he's on the number 6, negatives are this way, to the left, and so he will be facing towards the left. So we put him right there above the 6. Next, it's going to tell us which way or how he walks. So if it's a positive number, he'll be walking forwards, which for him would be going toward the negatives. And if it's a negative number, that means he has to walk backwards. So in this case, it would be going toward the positives. So 6 minus negative 4, so we go negative 4, so backwards 4 spaces, which is 1, 2, 3, and 4. So he actually lands on positive 10. So the answer to 6 minus negative 4 is 10. So I did a few more questions with the students, and I'm going to do a few more questions with you today, and so maybe we can catch on together. Alright, for our next problem, we have positive 4 plus negative 6. So we're going to try and figure out what the answer to this problem is. And again, we have our walkers. So I'm going to find my number, my start number, which is the number 4. So now I need to know which way he's facing. So is he facing forwards or backwards? So for this we look to the next sign, which is a positive sign. So that means that he's going to be facing towards the positive numbers, which is to the right. So we put him above the number 4. And so now it says that he's going to be going negative 6. So for him, that's backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to move this camera this way. There we go. And he ends up on negative 2. So the answer to 4 plus negative 6 is negative 2. Alright, time for our final equation. So again, this number tells us where to start. So I know that I'm going to be starting on negative 1, which is all the way down here. However, I need to know which way my man is facing. So I look towards the next sign, which is a minus sign or a negative sign. And so that tells me that he is going to be facing towards the negative numbers. So I'm going to use this stick man. I'm going to take this one right out of there. So I look to the next thing to see where I'm going to be, or where he's going to be moving. So this one tells me that he's going negative 6 spaces. And so we know that if he's going negative 6, that means he's going to be walking backwards. So it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And so our man ends up on the number 5. So we know that -1 minus -6 is +5. After doing a few of these problems, the kids were actually really liking the activity, and they were actually turning their bodies in the right direction, and they knew exactly what they had to do. So, what I did then was I sent all of the students back to their desks, and I gave each of them their own number line. And they had their own little stick men, like the ones that we had here today, and they, as a class, we all did the activity together to see if they understood exactly what I meant in kind of a formative assessment kind of way. So, I hope that you try this with your class, and I hope that you've enjoyed being here with us today, and I hope that your students react in the same way that mine did. We love math. So thank you for joining me. Bye!